Alright, here's skimmer number 2. We're gonna get after busting it out. Try to set up my phone to film the process and talk you guys through it as I go, so this will be a bit of a learning experience. So skimmer is fully encased in concrete, probably about 2.5 feet into the ground, so this ought to be pretty fun trying to bust it out. We'll give it a go. We'll get set up and get started. Alright guys, about to get started here. If you haven't used a demo hammer before, you're definitely going to want goggles, safety glasses, or some sort of eye protection, because you're going to have concrete chips flying all over the place. Highly recommend some sort of respirator too. You're going to be generating lots of dust. You don't want to be breathing it in as you're going. I'm going to try to change this to a time-lapse filming. We'll see how it turns out. I've kind of got the phone wedged up here, so hopefully it doesn't fall while I'm going. I'll try to keep an eye on it, so hopefully we get a good view of it here for you. Alright guys, that was about 30-40 minutes of work right there. You could see I was letting the hammer cool off from time to time, or maybe you could in the time lapse. I started chipping a little bit, and then I went and got a couple shovels and started digging out the dirt around the concrete encasement. I found that helped just kind of let me chip through and let the chips fall away a little bit, so maybe should have done that from the start. You can kind of see the progress we've made so far. Went ahead and busted through kind of the top of the skimmer, although the throat actually goes on in deeper. So as we get the rest of this demoed out, we'll probably end up breaking through the top here. We'll kind of see as we get there. See some water in the skimmer. It's drained down below the throat, so I'm not too concerned about that. That's just water I haven't pumped out of just the actual reservoir of the skimmer. So as we break through, it'll probably drain out into the hole. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. So we're going to let the hammer cool off. I'll probably go ahead and shovel out the rest of this debris, and we'll keep chipping away at it. Man, it sure is a lot of work, no doubt. You can definitely do it. The better, heavier hammer you have, the probably the easier it's going to go for you. So we'll take a quick break here and then set up the time lapse again and see how much more progress we can make. Alright guys, another time lapse done. That's about a total of an hour and a half worth of jackhammering here, or demo hammering. You can see my helper showed up here to relieve me. So we're probably going to call it good for today. We'll get back to it. Well, today's Sunday, so we'll probably get back to it next weekend. But we'll try to film the rest of it, put it all together, so hopefully help somebody else out that's trying to do this or considering doing it yourselves. I mentioned at the beginning of the video about eye protection, so I have these goggles I've been wearing, and they fog up really bad. So anybody that's got glasses and tries to wear eye protection, they probably know what I'm talking about. But they fog up really bad. But even having them on, a rock chip bounced up, or flew up rather, underneath my goggles and into my eye. So I had to go in to the mirror, and I actually had the rock chip in under my eyelid there. I had to get it out. So please make sure you've got the right protection on. Things can happen real quick, so make sure you protect yourself. Alright guys, we'll try to keep filming this as we keep going. We'll catch you probably next weekend.